Hi, I'm Maggie, and I love using silly sentences when reviewing history with my kids at home and my kids when I'm tutoring. What are silly sentences? I'm glad you asked. Silly sentences are basically just taking the CC history work for that particular week, going through and taking a couple of the words out and inputting some silly words. And the kids love it. They really, really do. For two reasons. One, they like to hear silly words, and two, they love it because they love correcting me or my puppet. It depends on what we're doing that day. But don't worry, we'll get into that. Basically, how it works is I will start reading the sentence, and then I'll say a silly word, and then all the kids will raise their hand and say, "Oh, what? That's not the right word. What are you talking about?" The right word is actually blah, blah, blah. And so it's a lot of fun, and it's a great way to practice the history memory work. The biggest difference between when I'm in community and when I'm at home is just the amount of words that I change to be silly. When I'm at home, we have a lot more time, so every other word could be silly. When I'm in community, I have a little bit more of a time constraint, and so only a few of the words get changed. Basically, it's just a lot of fun and a great way to review things. But this is how it works. In community, I need to repeat the new grammar 7 times. The first time through, I'll say the history new grammar. The second and third time through, I'll say a portion and they'll repeat after me. The third time through, I'll be teaching the words with the hand motions. The fourth, fifth, sometimes sixth time through, we will be listening to the music from CC for history, whether that's via Apple Music, the CC app, or CC Connected. I just take the song, we listen to it 2 times through, we practice singing it with the hand motions. And then I'll have everybody sit down and I will introduce silly sentences sort of like this. Hey guys, so now I'm so glad we have gone through this history sentence so many times. I think I know this well enough to be able to say it on my own. But if you guys hear any silly words or you think that I made a mistake, I need you to raise your hand and correct me and tell me what I did wrong. But you need to know what the correct word is. And so it'll go something like this. So for CC cycle 1 week 7, it's tell me about Hinduism and Buddhism in India. And the first sentence goes like this. Hinduism developed around 1500 BC and is known for karma, reincarnation, and the caste system. And so we've already read that the first couple of times. And so now when I'm going to start my silly sentences, and I'm like, all right, whew, I'm ready. So honeydew developed, but honeydew, it's Hinduism. And so they'll correct me and people generally giggle. And I'm like, oh, right. Hinduism. Okay, Hinduism developed around 15 billion BC. But not 15 billion, it's 1500 BC. I'm like, oh, right. Glad you guys are here. Hinduism developed around 1500 BC and is known for caramel. What? Caramel? Not caramel. What? It's karma. Oh, karma. So Hinduism developed around 1500 BC and is known for karma, razzle dazzle. No, it's not razzle dazzle. It's reincarnation. Like, oh, okay. So Hinduism developed around 1500 BC and is known for reincarnation and the caste wisdom. What? Not wisdom, caste system. So the kids love to correct me, and I would continue doing that for the rest of the history memory verse. Another opportunity or option for using silly sentences with your kiddos instead of you being the one that's incorrect, it's your friend or your puppet. This is Bucky, and he's trying to learn history right along with the kiddos, and he doesn't always get it right, but he tries really hard. So I would remind the kids to just make sure that they raise their hand because we want to make sure that we don't scare away Bucky. And so it goes the exact same way. He's going to try and do the sentence, and if he makes a mistake or needs to be corrected, just raise your hand so we can tell him the right word. Are you ready, Bucky? Mm-hmm. Honeydew developed... Honeydew? No, Bucky, it's not honeydew. It's Hinduism. Oh, okay. Hinduism developed around 15 billion BC. What? 15 billion BC? No, it's 1500 BC. Oh, okay. And basically goes like that. Again, it depends on your kids in community and at home if something like that would be silly or a great way for them to work on their stuff. Either way, I hope you guys have a lot of fun using these silly sentences in community and with your kiddos at home. And until next time, we'll see you soon.